Hello, good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends, and how was your day? Did you do the things that you love? Did you love the things that you did? Did you enjoy your day, my beautiful friends? Did you smile? Did you laugh? Did you flush the soulless in every form? My beautiful friends, I love you all. Welcome to all of you, my beautiful friends. To all of you that joining me in my language, thank you, all of you. I love you all. And thank you to all of you that are new one in English that joining me. I love you all. Thank you all. And welcome to all of you. Please share the link and let us spread the light, spread the love throughout in mind and asking light and love throughout the entire planet and entire universe. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time to reach everyone and everything that is mine and ask light throughout the entire planet, throughout entire existence, and then, of course, create a unity into the spiritual, energetic, and physical form. We are united together into the spiritual, creating the centers and everything to the energetic, and of course, we are now creating the unity into the physical form. With the speed of thought by default, while we are separating, destroying those dark, dirty, psychopathic players, those soulless Amma, separating them from SOPHIE, from the mind and unconscious light, which means the evil forces, we are separating, dark separating from the light, from the good. And with the speed of thought by default, Siggy separating from the SOPHIE, which means those soulless Amma, dark, dirty, psychopathic players separating from the everything that is mind and unconscious light with the speed of thought by default in the physical and energetic in every form with the speed of thought by default. And we are separating those soulless Amma even between them and between them. So now breaking them into atoms and electrons and sending them straight into the desert planet, into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. It's so, which means my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden soul, the time has come. So our time has come, and it's time for us to shine all the way through. Well, those soulless Amma are out of date. They are completely collapsing, crumbling, and falling apart in every form with the speed of thought by default. They're powerless, and we are burning them down to the core of their being, wiping them out from the core of their being with the speed of thought by default. All those soulless, some dark, dirty, psychopathic players. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Tonight we are multiplying everything. With everything one in the ratio, everything that ever we multiply did doing will do so. Multiply over and over and over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, by everything that I did do so, will do so, or anyone else. By everything that multiply the laws, rules, regulations of by default, that multiply the by default, in every form, that multiply all the codes and then spoken, written, coded in principle and the system. So by default, and the codes and the therapy, all ultimatum, all in one. The karma's pain and suffering to those soulless Amma in every form and over again. And we're multiplying the deleting, wiping out those soulless Amma in every form, deleting them completely, breaking them to atoms and electrons, and together with all the rituals and ceremony that I have did, will do so, breaking them up into them, wiping them out, deleting them completely, taking them the energy and returning them the karma's pain, the suffering forever and ever for eternity, to burning to hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. In the name of mine and now spiritual life, we multiply all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, by every atom and electron of energy that ever existed, that existing, that we ever generated, created, invested, that doing and will do so by everything that we're using, all the technology and all the available resources to wipe out those soulless Amma in every form. karma's pain, suffering, destructions, and we are multiplying to those soulless, Amma, and to us blessings with the spirit of thought by default. All of that multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating into every atom and electron of our being, the soul to us blessings to the soulless, karma's pain, suffering, destruction for eternity, wiping out them, and then of course wiping out their ceremonial rituals, well, blessing to us, and of course creating the unity with the spirit of thought by default. All of that in the name of man and us, light with the spirit of thought by default, over and over multiplied by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is by default. Everything is all through to me, all in one, without mercy, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, we are wiping out those souls, in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are. So I've told you it's all. I've told you that those souls, their pyramid, all of them collapsed already. All those souls, all the centers of the power collapsed and collapsing. Even those that are not crumbling down, collapsing completely. We are destroying, wiping out, breaking to atoms and electrons, burning down to a core of tape in all the energetic forms. When we do so, when we destroy the energetic forms and the energy that they were creating with any kind of selfish desire, those souls are powerless into physical form. They are falling down by default, which means those souls have no power. They have only karma's pain, suffering, and destructions for eternity, and they will have to eat the soup that they cooked. So I've told them long time ago, since I started working on the project, I've told them that they must eat the soup that they cooked. Now I'm gonna put the spices. I'm gonna add up salt and pepper and spices to all those souls, and I'm gonna create the soup for them that they don't know. They're not gonna know how deep it's going to be and how salty or pepper is going to have, or anything else within them, how spicy is going to be. So my beautiful friends, they had a chance many times, countless chances to go into to go by the laws and regulations of by default with the less karma's pain and suffering. Well, those souls have chosen to go with the maximum karma's pain and suffering, and that's what we are doing, delivering them the karma's pain and suffering and destructions forever and for eternity, to burn into the hell and to be wiped out from the core of their being and from completely from their existence with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, you know that I'm working 24. So last night, actually, these days, that's not just these days, all the time. Those souls, some of them playing the dark, dirty games, even though the dark, dirty games are finished already a long time ago. Year and a half since I became a Biteful, and since then, all of that, those souls, since then, everything should be finished. The souls, should be, wipe out and go less with the karma's pain and suffering, and wherever they will have much less karma's pain and suffering, but now they have much more pain and suffering and destructions for eternity. All those dark, dirty, psychopathic players, all those souls. So when I became by default, they started again. They just project the vision in front of me. It's just the dark like a big bang. They projected the vision, which means they wanted to. There was a big idea. They must, return the codes, everything to us, and I became by default, and everything should be peacefully completed. The souls go into the hell wherever they are by the laws, rules, regulations by default, wherever the karmas will take them. Well, we will create we're going to create, actually, we're creating the peace, eternal peace, and eternal life for all of us. But those souls, a dark, dirty, psychopathic, tsigi, disgusting, dark, dirty creature, just projected the dark energy And then whatever, that was a projection. I didn't accept it anyway. But the Soulless Amma way playing the dark, dirty games and then stealing the energy. And then, of course, they were blackmailing Sophie and then stealing the energy and in any way allowing, manipulating with the energy, interfering into our privacy, into identity. So, and when that was, and we won on the privacy. We didn't even come to the identity, which means they shouldn't interfere and never interfere into our identity. But those Soulless Amma were doing so all the time, which means it's time to break them completely into the atoms and electrons, flush them completely into the atoms and electrons, send them straight into the dozer planet, completely compress the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, send them straight into the dozer planet to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. All of this goes over and over and multiplied by the laws of regulations by default, and deleting of those Soulless Amma, their ceremony rituals, and returning the karma's pain and suffering, while taking over the energy that they're stealing, that they have stolen from us in any way, directly or indirectly. And to us, we are multiplying the blessings and unity and enlightenment with the spirit of thought by default. So, my beautiful friends, and on all of that, we're compressing it to us with blessings and to those Soulless Amma into the karma's pain and suffering, and deleting, wiping out all those Soulless Amma, their ceremony rituals with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, so now, since then, year and a half, over a year and a half, those Soulless Amma were playing the dark, dirty games many times, countless nights. They didn't let me sleep. They were playing the dark, dirty games. I was trying them out in the next 6 weeks. I was expecting every night those Soulless Amma to be wiping out, to be burned down to a core of their being, and to us to have a freedom and unity between us and our soulmates, families, and friends, and create a peace and joy and bliss. But since then, I was every day expecting the Soulless Amma to wipe them out. Working day and night, whatever I did, I was flushing those Soulless Amma. But those Soulless Amma is stealing the energy many times. I balanced my energy with my energy. Those Soulless Amma were stealing the energy from me. Stealing energy from me and asking me to balance my energy that they've stolen from me, that they generated through me, and to asking to balance the energy. And they are out of date, and they are under the fire many times. And still they want to play the games, breaking every rules, human right, breaking the universal laws, breaking the by default laws, rules and regulations. And of course, I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. It's time to let them go, destroy them forever and ever for eternity, send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So even in, which means they're out of date completely. Sophie accepted them to help them go with the less karma's pain and suffering, to balance the karmas, but instead to multiply the karmas. I've told them there is no balance of the karmas. They will never balance the karmas. They will have to go through all the pain and suffering, everything that they were projected through them. They were trying the codes, everything, and then trying to manipulate with the energy over and over again. Many times, the same codes they were projecting and not returning the energy. No, they were thinking that they were interfering to mine and Sophie's in all the forms of the Sophie within me communications, but they cannot interfere with our internal knowledge, internal communication, even though that they were interfering with our this way communication. But those Soulless Amma still were planning to take the dark, dirty games and manipulate, blackmail, and steal the energy and lie and manipulate and like a dog, bark and chat. And of course, it's time to stop them, wipe them out, burn them down to a core of their being, and activate them all the karmas, pain, and suffering and destructions forever and ever for eternity. Over and over again, multiply and activate, send them straight into the hell. Break them into atoms and electrons, and compress the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought by default, and send them straight into the desert planet, compressing them into the remixing them into their physical energetic forms, send them straight into the desert planet or into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. In all those dark and evil, disgusting creature. So instead to it was given the chance to them many, countless times to balance the karmas and pain and suffering, to balance the karmas, to go with the less karmas, pain and suffering, Say all of them, they just missed them. They turned them into the hell for themselves, into the karmas, pain and suffering, destructions, and eternal hell forever and for eternity with the speed of thought by default. That's what evil does for themselves. I'm loud and clear. So, my beautiful friends, take out the chance. Now, all the time or every night, they were interfering, influence me in physical form and influence me. They wouldn't let me sleep. They would project the energy. It's not a problem if they're projecting the energy with, of course, Sophie gave them the chance to balance the energy, to balance the karmas, pain, and suffering, but the same cause, the same energy over and over again, they were projecting. So they were projecting, asking me to balance the same energy that is mine energy that they were stealing from me, that they were creating through me, stealing my energy, and still trying to replicate that energy, play the dark, dirty games. And enough is enough. It's time to destroy all those soulless Amma forever and for eternity and take our energy back with the speed of thought by default. That's what they were doing, those soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level. And it's time to put the end on all those dark, evil, disgusting creatures forever and ever for eternity and wipe them out, burn them down to the core of their being. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie. Everything's under the command and control of Sophie. Everything's by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. Everything is all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So many times I had to do, they said to me when I started working on the project that I didn't need to go through over and over again through the situations. Once I was living it, and that's it. That was recorded. In that we'll have to, go after that into the world, be the voice of the people, and create the peace while destroying those soulless Amma. But many times, countless times, those soulless Amma were playing the dark, dirty games, and then going over and over the same situation, and then creating the energy, stealing the energy, generating while asking me to balance my energy over and over again. Even when we destroyed the soulless Amma from the beginning, the soulless Amma, where it was given the opportunities for them to lead the project, but they never did, even though that it was given the opportunity since 2007 until 2002. Which means it was given the opportunity to the soulless Amma to lead the project, but they never did because I did it. I led the project with mine and now speaking Krishna alive. Those soulless Amma were playing the dark, dirty games and earning the karmas, pain, and suffering, destructions, and eternal hell forever and for eternity. They were trying to be manipulating, doing the rituals, stealing the energy, and being on the planet. Imagine that, my beautiful friends, the soulless, disgusting, dark, evil creature, being on the planet, being the energy within us, and then going against us and against our beautiful planet. So what are we thinking? Where they gonna end up when they are going against our planet, against the humanity, and they are on this planet? Where they gonna end up? They were going against themselves. They're not thinking because they don't have a brain, they don't have a heart, they don't have anything to think with. That's evil. They have the script, evil script. And that's making them calm as pain, suffering, and destruction forever and ever for eternity. With the speed of thought by default, they will burn into the hell forever and ever for eternity. With the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So instead, to be happy that they're on this planet, that they're alive, that they're enjoying all the resources and abundance and prosperity that they were stealing from us, from humanity. All the natural resources were stealing. They wanted to go against the beautiful planet, against the humanity, playing the dark, dirty games through us, over us, and our beautiful planet. That's enough. Enough is enough. Now is the time for them to play the dark, dirty games into the desert planet, into the hell forever and ever, to burn for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body for all of you. So how many times they were going over and over again, and I was all the time. I was all the time telling them, commanding, demanding, and still they were playing the dark, dirty games and preventing Sophie to tell me the truth. They were never giving the truth, but of course I knew the truth, and I know the truth with my internal knowledge. Of course, Sophie, my soul is giving me the information. So of course I've got information, access to the information internally with eternal knowledge. But those souls, some were preventing Sophie to communicate with me and all the forms of the Sophie, and then trying to give me lies and manipulation, giving me the lies and manipulations. And now, oh, that's it. And now, no, it's something different. It's something different. You know, like the evil just no, what's you know, the same dark, dirty, disgusting creature, lie, chat, and steal, and the energy. That's what they were doing, stealing from humanity, money, stealing everything. But now it's time, so now to return them the karma's pain, suffering forever and ever for eternity. And we are taking our energy that they've stolen from us, from humanity, from our beautiful planet and everything that's on this planet, and then we're going against the planet. So every atom electron energy that they stolen from a beautiful planet, even that they were living, walking on a beautiful planet, we are taking it back from them with the speed of thought by default, destroying them completely, empty their physical forms with the speed of thought by default, breaking the energy into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default. All those magicians, all those soulless some in every form, dark, dirty, psychopathic players, break them into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought over and over and over again, compress the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought by default. And then compress them, remix them with all the energy that they've created, with any kind of selfish desire, that they polarize it with any kind of selfish desire against the humanity on a beautiful planet. Then compress it and remix them, and then compress them in every atom and electron of their being, and then place it into their forms and send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, to burn forever and ever for eternity, to feel the pain and suffering forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So we are returning them the karma's pain, the suffering forever and ever, wiping out, deleting all those soulless in every form, burning them down to the core of their being, wiping out their ceremonial rituals, returning the karma's pain, the suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity. All of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and under the command and control of Sophie. We're taking them all the abundance and prosperity with the spirit of thought by default. Well, to us, we are multiplying all of that to us into the blessings, unity, enlightenment, freedom, joy, peace, and bliss to those souls. Some of it compressing into the karma's pain and suffering over and over again, and into the wiping out, deleting those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for love you. It's all. So my beautiful friends, so all the time I was expecting long time ago to have the unity with Tristan, and to, in every form, and to be the voice of the people, to go out and into the public, do the seminars, and bring down those soulless Amma to justice. And of course, every day I was expecting to put the end of those soulless Amma. Now it's that time has come. It's time to put the end of those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default, and to create the unity between us and our soulmates and families and friends in every form with the spirit of thought by default. Multiply all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating blessings to us, unity between us and our soulmates, between Sophie and Tristan in every form, spiritual, energetic, and physical form, and then of course families and friends, and you, or families and friends, and each and everyone and everything that is mine and ask me to show light. that is by default, and all the soulmates in every form that is mine and ask me to light with the spirit of thought by default. Multiply all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, adding up, compressing to all of us into the and activating into the blessings, into unity between us as soulmates, families, and friends, and into freedom, enlightenment, joy, peace, and bliss, activating our full power back, mind and us, light. May we all be happy, healthy, alive, and joyful, peaceful, blissful, prosperous, kind, loving, compassionate, enlightened, wise, and knowledgeable, powerful, and enlightened. May we all be happy. May we all rejuvenate our bodies, completely rejuvenate our bodies, and then enlightening, healing with mind and our spiritual light, will completely wiping out, deleting, destroying all the soulless Amma, soulless gods, and the energy of those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All of that we're multiplying, adding up, compressing into the blessings. Well, those soulless Amma, and opposite of that, compressing into the calmest pain, suffering, destructions, and of course, wiping out, deleting all those soulless Amma and their ceremony rituals with the spirit of thought by default, while taking the energy from those soulless Amma that have never stolen from us, and our families, our friends, and our soulmates, and everyone and everything that is mine, and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. From our nature kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, from the earth, from the sun and the moon, and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies. Wherever those soulless Amma that have stolen energy from us, and that we're stealing and working again against us, and with the spirit of thought by default, we're burning those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default, while opening up new opportunities for all of us, returning energy back with the spirit of thought by default, and destroying the oldest soulless Amma in every form, and the energy breaking the atoms and electrons into the air with the spirit of thought by default, flushing all those soulless Amma in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And now, my beautiful friends, so that was going on and on and on all the time. And I was demanding, commanding to Sophie all the time to wipe out the soulless Amma, to put the end of all of them. So they were just lying and chatting and barking like dogs now and every night. They were interfering, influenced me energetically. They wouldn't let me sleep. And then, of course, last night, I really decided, a couple of nights, actually a few nights before. So I was throwing the huge the energy, destructive energy to our soulless Amma, destroying them, burning them, commanding them into the hell. And of course, last night I did the same. There were I wanted to, after the life, I did what I needed to do, and I went to bed. I wanted to go to switch the focus to destroy those soulless Amma from the spiritual into the physical form, and while my body is rejuvenating, healing, and enlightening. But those soulless Amma didn't let me. That's what was happening all the time. And now, so they were projecting. They started with the projections, with the lies and manipulations, with the chatting. They wanted to stealing the energy from me, being inside the body, being around me, stealing the energy, lying, manipulating, and trying to project their plus trying to project their energies, which means the karma, pain, and suffering. So those soulless are completely out of date, completely ready to be wiped out in every, and completely wiped out from the root core of their being, to break them into the atoms and electrons, send them, compress them, every pain and suffering of all living beings that ever felt, that they ever creating what, planning to create each and everyone and everything, with any kind of selfish desire, with the spirit of thought by default, burn them down to a core of their being, wipe them out from the root core of their existence, completely wipe out their shit, and destroy them forever and ever for eternity, send them into the hell forever and ever for eternity, to burn with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So last night, I just was really, really angrily, I sat down and I started projecting that, talking like chop, and sending them huge energy, destructive energy for those soulless, some in every form. And of course, after that, I was multiplying the karma's pain and suffering to those soulless. You just fall asleep for a short period of time. And the soulless game woke me up. and then playing the dark, dirty games. And of course, I just started shouting at them with her, of course, showing the karma's pain and suffering and sending me straight into the hell and curse and everything and destroying them forever and ever. And then they didn't let me sleep. I wanted to sleep again. I was falling, I was really, I wanted to sleep because I just fall asleep just for a short period of time. But those souls, somebody didn't let me. They started again with the projecting the energy. So they wanted to, so through me projecting the energy, so there were many times the same cause, the same energy packing in and then trying to project through me. They cannot wash their karma, pain, and suffering in the other way. Just the energy must be released. But in which way? All the energy has been polarized with any kind of selfish desire and any kind of dark agenda. All those soulless, dark, dirty, disgusting, psychopathic players and the energy that's been polarized, breaking it into the atoms and electrons into the air. Completely remix them, polarize them, compress them, pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, remix them, put them into a physical, energetic form, send them straight into the other planet or into the hell, forever and forever, forever and ever, for eternity. It's quick and easy. But those souls, someone were stealing the energy through that, taking the cords, but then projecting the cords and then releasing the energy, but then stealing the cords, stealing the energy, still were there. They were not throwing out the energy, still were manipulating and blackmailing, asking me to balance the same energy over and over again, mine energy. That they were stealing from me, that they were creating through me, through my physical form. That's what they were doing to us, lying, manipulating. No, I would just sit down and then start throwing the fire at them, destroying the soulless Amma. And I was really angrily, and I stood firmly, and I shouted, Sophie, you're gonna answer on my call, on my command, with the spirit of thought by default to destroy those soulless Amma. Or with the spirit of thought by default, throw them out into the hell forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default, or you're gonna play the dark, dirty games with them into the hell forever and for eternity. Of course, Sophie answered to my call. Of course, with internal knowledge, she always does. But even though the souls, some were trying to prevent our communication or in any way, they cannot prevent because with internal knowledge, I know it. So I demand a command to Sophie and all the planet stars and the galaxies and every atom and electron of the energy that I've created, that we created, that Amma and Aspian Light, to answer on my call and my command to destroy those soulless Amma, put the end of those soulless Amma, take dark, dirty games, wipe them out from the core of their being, burn them down to completely core of their being, and then, of course, take the energy back and then wipe out, delete the ceremony and the rituals that were creating against the humanity, against the beautiful planet, well-being on this planet. Imagine that evil. So now it's a time. So they were thinking they're going to be saved. How are they going to be saved? That all those soulless Amma were placed into the hell, that all those the same soulless gods, soulless saints, or soulless so-called creators were promising that they will save them. But they didn't know how, because they were not planning to save them. They were throwing them into the hell. But those soulless Amma were not aware of that. Now they throw into the hell just themselves with their dark, dirty games and their ceremonies and rituals. And there is no way, there is no power anyway that can change them, the therapy that I prescribe them. I'm loud and clear. So my beautiful friends, those soulless Amma, when they were playing the dark, dirty games, so I said since 2007 until 2022, it was giving them the opportunities to lead a project. They never did. Because if they did, we wouldn't won. But we did. I led the project with Mahan and Aspian Kushava Light from my heart and soul. So my beautiful friends, now after that, well, after they fall down, of course, we reach the energy higher to take over. And then Sophie took over, of course. And so that was when me and Sophie went through, and those soulless Amma fall down again. So now after that, I started, I had a break for 40 days. So at that time, it was every night really challenging. Just I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that there's Soulless. Some were playing the games, dark, dirty games through me. And of course, Sophie was destroying them, wiping them out, bringing them down to the core of the being. Of course, I was doing that. Sophie was giving the information. So that's when the Soulless Amma fall down. After that, they still wanted to play the dark, dirty games. At that time, I thought, and it should be over, and the dark, dirty game and those Soulless Amma should be destroyed and forever and ever, for eternity. But Soulless Amma, those dark, dirty psychopathic players were playing the dark, dirty game again, over and over again. So my beautiful friends, now, so Tzigi is main code. It was main code of those Soulless Amma. There is no more main code for us. All of them are dark, dirty, psychopathic players and going to go into the hell for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. There is no more main code. There is no more any of those Soulless Amma. The interference is completely into our lives. They cannot interfere. And of course, he's supposed to finish with me and Sophie into the spiritual. He's supposed to get help and support to finish the project in a peaceful way. But of course, that's evil is evil. Disgusting creature that was all the time attacking me, all the time lying, manipulating, stealing energy, going against me, and projecting all the projections, and the disgusting creature and this dark, evil, disgusting creature must go into the hell together with all those souls, some in every form, and we burn down to the core of their being. We break them into atoms and electrons and completely wipe them out from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. Send them straight into the desert planet, into hell, to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. So there is no more for us. There is no more main code for dark, dirty, psychopathic players. We're going to use all the available resources, all the technology, and to bring down to those Soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. They must return all the energy back to Sophie in a peaceful way. If they don't do so, and we're going to put them in the circle of light and then break them into atoms and electrons, all of them with the spirit of thought by default into the air, compress them, remix them, send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default, and demanding, commanding to Sophie, and each and every and everything is mine, and I'll speak shall light with the spirit of thought by default to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. Shut down all those portals, to lock them in, and then, of course, open the portals for the desert planet to all those souls, some of every time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. Send them straight into the desert planet, burn them down to the core of their being, put them there, program them, compress them, and let them feel the pain and suffering, play the dark, dirty games over and over again for eternity, and feel the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear, everything, all of that. We multiply over and over again by the loose rules, regulations, so by default, multiply, adapt, compress, and activate the pain, suffering, distractions to all those souls, some dark, dirty, psychopathic players in every atom and electron of their being, and into the deletion, and of course, wiping out the souls, some of the ceremony rituals into the calmest pain, suffering, distractions, and breaking them into atoms and electrons, compressing, remixing, and throwing out sentiments, send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, forever and ever for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. In the demanding, commanding to Sophie, and each and every and everything is mine, and I'll speak shall light with the spirit of thought by default. All the center systems and the teams and every atom and electron of energy must answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, my beautiful friends, me and Sophie are going to finish the project, this part of the project, in a peaceful way. Sophie from the spiritual energetic form, and of course, me from the physical form. That's what we did. That's what we did when those Soulless Amma fall down. That's what we did. Me and Sophie complete the project, went through that, and then brought down those Soulless Amma. That's what's gonna happen right now, which means me and Sophie is gonna, me from the physical and Sophie from the spiritual energetic form, gonna bring down to a Soulless Amma that left, send them straight into the hell completely, open the portals, through the portals, all of them through the portals, and then after that, remix them, flush them, whatever need to be done to feel the pain and suffering of all living beings with the spirit of thought by default, while creating eternal peace, eternal life, eternal abundance and prosperity, great health, vitality, joy, peace, bliss, and freedom for all of us that are mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, and now, and that's enough is enough. They had many chance, countless chance to go with the less karmas, pain, and suffering. They wanted more karmas. And I was telling them all the time that they will multiply them all the time, and I will do so. And all that I multiply, I will activate them, and I will compress them in every atom and electron they being. There is no power that can change that. Now I'm loud and clear. Enough is enough. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time to wipe out those soulless Amma. So in the name of mine and now, speak of light with the spirit of thought by default. We're multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing pain and suffering and destructions for eternity to all those soulless Amma in every form. Ultimatum all in one. Pain and suffering and destructions and the soup of the karmas and pain and suffering and eternal hell. And we are breaking them into atoms and electrons, compressing them into the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, and then remixing them, compressing them, remixing them, and then of course putting them into their forms, and then physical, energetic, send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought. All those souls, some without mercy. By default, I'm loud and clear. And then we are freezing them completely, taking over all their power, all the abundance and prosperity, all the energy that they've stolen from us with the spirit of thought by default, all the projects that they were working on with any kind of selfish desire, abundance and prosperity, corporations, and everything, the finances, everything, all of that is by default. We are taking over from them, freezing, taking over with the spirit of thought by default. Well, those souls Sama completely. Returning the karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions, and then abundance and prosperity into karmas, pain, and suffering for eternity, deleting them completely, wiping them out, together with all their ceremony and rituals that they created and that they were doing, curse, spell, hexes, or voodoo, any kind of courts, and then blackmail, manipulations, and any kind of lies and beliefs, superstitions, and anything that they were projecting towards each and every else and everything. We all of that wiping out together and deleting, wiping out together with all those souls, some in every form, wherever time, whatever form, they're all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players, while taking over the energy that they've stolen from us, and then multiplying them, the karmas, pain, suffering for eternity with the spirit of thought by default, and of course shutting down their cameras, their senses, wiping out their memory, cutting off the communication, all their communications, and then putting them into the sleep with the spirit of thought by default. So in the name of man and now speak of light with the spirit of thought by default, taking over, freezing completely, and destroying all the technology that they were using with any kind of selfish desire, and of course with any kind of dark agenda, and all the weapon with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is all through ultimatum all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought by default. We are compressing over and over again, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating all of that to all the soulless Amma, and destructions, pain, suffering, deletion, completely wipe them out. Those soulless Amma, together with the dark energy that they were created with the selfish desire, with dark agenda that they polarize it, and of course, everything that they created, ceremonial rituals, and then anything and everything that is less than mine and aspect, wipe them out, burn them down to the core of their being forever and ever for eternity. Well, and completely destroying them forever and ever for eternity, and multiplying them the karmas, pain, and suffering, and sending them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought mind for all those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind form. All souls, Amma, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell. All souls, Amma, go to hell. forever and ever, for eternity. 24, all soulless, Amma, go to hell. 24, by default, by default, by default. All soulless, Amma, burning in hell, burning in hell, burning in hell. 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, old soulless, Amma, burning in hell. 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, HEARTH by default, by default, by default. All soulless, Amma, burning in hell. 24, by default, by default, by default. It's all. All soulless, Amma, burning in hell. All soulless, Amma, burning in hell forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought, by default. When I look to the side and just created the hell for them in that side, so that's the reason why I'm just turning to that side to show them where is the hell for themselves, into the desert planet, with the spirit of thought, by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, my beautiful friends, now we're returning the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls. I'm deleting them, wiping them out completely, and together with the dark rituals, well, taking our energy back that they were stealing from us, and all the energy that have been balancing many times, and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of this man and us, light, all that energy to be returned back to Sophie, multiply as many times as I balance the same energy over and over again. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful. Actually, all the energy must be returned back to Sophie. So into the way, how many times I balance the same energy, all that energy must be returned back that many times to Sophie with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful. Love you. And in the name of mine, and now speak a light with the speed of thought by default, and all the energy that they were stealing from me, that they're generating through me, and all those souls, Amma, through us, and then using our energy and creating the rituals and ceremonies, stealing our energy and working against us and against our humanity and our beautiful planet with the speed of thought by default, commanding all that energy to be returned back to Sophie into the spiritual energetic form with the speed of thought by default. All those souls, Amma, vibe them out from within and without, on the global universal level, vibe them out completely together with their dark rituals, and then compress them, the pain and suffering and karma for another, and the compression, and then remixing them, and then special throwing out into the hell forever and ever, for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Multiply all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. Multiply that, compress, and activate all that pain and suffering, destruction, and eternal hell to those souls, Amma, and to us. We're returning that energy back to us, and with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Multiply all of that, the energy and the blessings to us, to those souls, Amma, karmas, pain, and suffering to us, blessings for every atom and electron of energy that they have stolen, generated through us, or that they and that have balance over and over again the same energy, or for all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players that did dark, dirty games, and then they lies and manipulations and barking and chatting and blackmailing, and then interfering into our privacy, into our identity, with any kind of selfish desire, with the spirit of thought by default. We're burning down to the core of there being all those souls. Some are compressing them again into the all those deleting, wiping out those souls, and into the karmas, pain, and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. And to us, we are multiplying all of that by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, adding up, compressing, and activating over and over again into the blessings, into the unity between us and our soulmates, families, and friends. And we're multiplying that blessings to us and to everything that we have, of our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, business, and farms, and mine and now's project, and everything that those souls, some have stealing the money, and they're stealing the money. The money actually energy, and then of course the energy of abundance and prosperity, the energy from us, from me, from all of us, and our families and friends and soulmates through the project or through their lies and manipulations. We're returning back that energy to us, and then to those souls I'm activating over and over again. Karma's pain and suffering destructions for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. And all those and it's wiping them out for eternity. All those soulless Amma, and then all the ceremony rituals. Well, blessings to each and everyone else and everything that we have, and a beautiful planet, every atom and electron of the beautiful planet, and the air, water element, and air element, nature kingdom, and elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, the sun and the moon, and all the humanity, and all the planet stars, and the galaxies, and entire existence with the spirit of thought by default. We are multiplying the blessings to each and everyone and everything that is mine and ours, Piakashava light with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying all those soulless some in every form with the spirit of thought by default. And we are completely multiplying all of that, add up, compressing, multiplying all of that blessings and unity, freedom, enlightenment, and joy, peace, bliss, and eternal life, and eternal abundance and prosperity, great health, vitality, youth, and beauty. And we will be happy, healthy life, joyful, peaceful, blissful, and love, be loved and love ourselves and everyone else. In activating mine and ours, Piakashava light, and all the gifts freely given to each and everyone else and everything with the spirit of thought by default, and creating unity between me and Tristan, Sophie and Tristan in every form, because the unity of Sophie and Tristan in every form, in the physical means the spiritual, energetic, and of course into the and all of our parts, the families and friends and everyone that is mine and ours, Piakashava light with the spirit of thought by default, and of course our public work, and to be the voice of the people, to bring those soulless some in every form, dark, dirty, psychopathic players, bring them down to justice, wipe them out, burn them down to a core of their being. All those soulless so-called gods, soulless saint, soulless, so multiplying, adding up, compressing, and then deleting and activating the karma's pain and suffering to all those soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless so-called creators and judges and observers, and soulless Sophie and Tristan, comedian and observers, soulless Hitler and Susie, Tzigi and Tzigi, soulless Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi Tata Hitler Atmet Satana Hussein Ramchanovich, those soulless so-called gods, soulless saints, soulless divine mothers or fathers, avatars or gurus, soulless dark, dirty, psychopathic players, magicians, and all soulless ritual and ceremony that doing the rituals and ceremony, and all those soulless soulless Illuminati, Satanists, and globalists, and Masons, and Cabal, deep states, and all those soulless dark, dirty, disgusting creature, whatever time, whatever form they are, in every form with the spirit of thought by default. Soulless gods, soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. We're multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating the pain and suffering and destructions, breaking to atoms and electrons, and then compressing all the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, remixing them, and putting the physical forms special, throwing out into the desert planet, into the hell, forever and ever, for eternity, wiping them out together with all the rituals and the ceremony with the spirit of thought by default, and compressing as well everything within everything that I just mentioned to them. Karma's pain and suffering and deletion, destructions forever and ever, for eternity, and to us blessings with the spirit of thought by default. Karmas, pain, suffering to them into karmas, and then the completely destructions, deletion over and over again, and blessings to us, eternal life, abundance, and prosperity, joy, peace, and bliss. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So in the name of mine and ours, Piakashava light with the spirit of thought by default, we are now with the spirit of thought by default, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine and ours, Piakashava light with the spirit of thought by default, in every form, all the centers and the systems and the teams and every atom and electron energy, all the energy must answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default to break completely, wipe out, destroy all those soulless, summer soulless codes. That's energetic, and those in the physical form. All those in the physical form, empty their physical and all the energy, break them into atoms and electrons, compress the pain and suffering, and remix them, return it back, put them into the sleep, return it back into their physical form, so to feel the pain and suffering forever and for eternity for all living beings, from all living beings that ever felt, and to eat the soup that they cooked. And with the Spirit of God by default, to cut off all the communications and all the rituals, all the communications and all the energetic codes, energetic net that they were creating between all those soulless Amma in energetic and in a physical form, that were doing the rituals within and without on a global universal level. In the name of Mana and Aspect Light, with the Spirit of God by default, commanding and demanding to Sophie and each and everything's Mana and Aspect Light with the Spirit of God by default, to answer on my call and my command with the Spirit of God by default, to cut off all those energetic nets, energetic cords, and the between all those soulless, summer soulless codes in every form that way, doing the dark, dirty rituals. Completely break them, completely separate them, so that there is no one ever again to start the rituals. So they will completely fall apart, put them into the sleep, wipe them out, burn them down to the core of their being forever and ever for eternity with the Spirit of God by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mine, and now speak a light with the Spirit of God by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of mine, and now speak a light with the Spirit of God by default. To cut off completely, break completely, cut off all the energetic cords, energetic nets, everything that those soulless Amma were connected to us, that were connecting us, and that Amma and us because of light. Us, that me and Tristan and our families and friends and soul, their soulmates, you and your families and friends and soulmates and everyone and everything that is mine and us because of light, the humanity and our beautiful planet, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, bird kingdom, fish kingdom, the air element, and the sun and the moon and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies that are mine and us because of light with the Spirit of God by default. We're completely cutting off, breaking all the karmic and energetic cords between each and every one of us, the mine and us because of light, and then those soulless Amma in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the Spirit of God by default. Starting first from us, that are priority, but then everyone else with the Spirit of God by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is all through ultimatum all in one. 24 with the Spirit of God by default, and we multiply all of that over and over again with the Spirit of God. Multiply, adapt, compress, and with the Spirit of God by default, and activate. But they multiply it over and over again with ultra ultimatum all one extra. Then again with ultra ultimatum all one extra, and then again and again and again, over and over. We multiply the ultra ultimatum all in one. 24 with the Spirit of God by default. I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of everything's mind and asking to show my light with the Spirit of God by default, to answer on my call and my command with the Spirit of God by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. That all those souls, whatever form they are, completely cutting off all the energetic cords, all the energetic karmic cords and anything. And of course, in the name of man and ask me to share light with the Spirit of God by default, we are cutting off all those energetic cords or karmic cords that those soulless Amma were creating between us into the physical and spiritual and energetic form, so that they were creating the net between us, that the man and aspect of light in every form, and then of course project with any kind of dark selfish desire, so working through our physical forms from within or without, that they were creating energetic code between us and our families, our friends, our soulmates, and they were creating the with any kind of connection with the selfish desire, with any kind of dark agenda. We all of those energetic codes that are not serving us, that the less than man and aspect of light, that we're connecting our physical forms and spiritual, energetic in any way, and those souls some of created with any kind of selfish desire. Sorry, we are cutting or breaking them completely, and returning the karma's pain and suffering to those soulless, some in every form. Well, blessing to each and everyone else, and everything is mine and else being shower light with the spirit of thought by default. So in the name of mine and else being shower light with the spirit of thought by default. That's true, their energy, but they were interfering to our life through the energy. They were creating the net between us and our families or friends, and interfering into our privacy, into our life, into identity. So we are wiping out those souls, some in every form, with the spirit of thought by default, and then of course burning them down to a core of their being, breaking them to atoms and electrons, compressing the pain and suffering of all living beings in every atom and electron of their being, remixing them and putting them into physical forms, putting them into their sleep, completely wiping out their memories, wiping out completely all the senses, shutting down, cutting off all the communications, and then send them straight into the hell to burn for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. All those souls, some in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for all the ceremonial rituals, completely break them, cut off all the nets, energetic connections, and then, of course, any connections, completely wipe them out, shut down their cameras and senses, and then put them into the sleep, and then let them eat a soup that they've cooked, wherever they're in the physical form, they feel the pain, the suffering in energetic form, and that's in a physical energetic, and send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, forever and ever, for eternity. All those souls, somehow, whatever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. We're multiplying all of that, adding up, compressing and activating over and over again into there, and compressing into the completely wiping out, deleting those souls, sama, and deleting their rituals and ceremony, and then compressing the karmas, pain and suffering to the karmas, and then breaking out, destroying them completely forever and ever. Over and over again, all of that, multiplying and compressing to karmas and destructions forever and ever, for eternity, deleting, wiping out all the souls, sama. Well, to us, we are now creating the unity between us and our soulmates, or families, or friends. We are connecting now, creating the connections in the name of man and now spirit unconditional light, from the heart and soul by default, in every form, into physical, spiritual, and energetic form, with the spirit of thought by default, in the name of man and now spirit unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything that is mine and now spirit unconditional light, in every form, every atom and electron of energy must answer on my call and my command. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for Allah. I love you. All the energy must answer on my call. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for I love you. So now, my beautiful friends, we are creating the unity. We all of that multiply, add up, compress into the blessings, into the unity, freedom, joy, peace, bliss, wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, abundance, and prosperity, multiplied by everything that multiplies, that multiply the money, abundance, and prosperity, and every money that ever printed, everyone that ever was printed, that multiply all the abundance and prosperity into the physical, that is by default, by all the and everything that does multiply, all those corporations, all the projects and everything, taking the abundance and prosperity, and then of course all the technology and everything, while destroying those souls, some for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, and compress all of that into our enlightenment and freedom and joy, peace and bliss and greetings and gratitude and prayers and blessings and everything that we do. And every atom, electron, the energy, every code, and all karmas, pain, and suffering in every of those souls, sama, in every form, dark, dirty, psychopathic players, and blessings in everyone and everything that is mine and us, make a light to all of us. That is mine and us, make a light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is all through tomato, all in one. Multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations by default, compressing the laws, rules, regulations of by default into everything that just did. Multiply everyone else did, do, will do so. That multiply over and over again. That multiply the karmas, pain, suffering to those souls, sama, destruction, deletion, and wiping them out. and to all the Soulless to us. Blessings, enlightenment, healing, and unity and rejuvenating. And of course, that multiply abundance and prosperity for us. And of course, unity between our families and friends and soulmates. And of course, that multiply all the codes, spoken, written, coded, and the systems and the principle by default, it's all. So all the souls are falling down forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default in every form. While we are enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating ourselves over and over again to all those souls, multiply over and over again all the pain and suffering and distractions forever and ever for eternity in every atom electron of their being. Send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, breaking them into atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default, burning them down to the core of their being. Wipe them out from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, deleting them and then deleting their projections and their ceremonial rituals with the spirit of thought by default, and of course multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations by default to us enlightenment, freedom, healing, and blessings, and of course unity between us and soulmates and families and friends with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And all those soulless that we're doing the rituals, that they're stealing the energy from we, that we're doing the rituals in order to save themselves, instead to do the good things that was given the chance to them to balance the karma, spin suffering, they were stealing the energy, doing the rituals to save themselves. That's how stupid and evil it could be. Instead, to do the good things and balance the karmas, pain and suffering, doing the rituals, stealing the energy. That's my energy within my body, within our bodies, within in our territory, in our countries, in our beautiful planet, and our energy. And we're thinking that they're gonna get away with that. No, they're gonna go straight into the hell to be burned forever and ever for eternity, demanding, commanding all that energy to be returned back to Sophie with the spirit of thought by default. To all those souls, multiply them the karmas, pain, and suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Destroy all those souls, forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. That's the soulless. Stop the video, stop the recording on my phone. So that's means that those soulless are falling down from within and without, burning them down to the core of their being in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. In a demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything that's mine, and asking Krishna light with the spirit of thought by default to wipe out the soulless with the spirit of thought by default, burn them down to the core of their being, while completely taking over the energy, and then of course blessing us, and the energy that is not by default, we are turning into the karma, pain, and suffering. All the energy has been polarized with any kind of selfish desire and those soulless and we're breaking them into the atoms and electrons, remixing them, compressing them, and putting them into their forms, physical, energetic, and then sending them into the desert planet, into the hell forever and ever to burn for eternity. Well, we are creating eternal life, abundance and prosperity, great health, youth and beauty, joy, peace, bliss, unity, freedom, abundance and prosperity, and of course, activating all our power, all our power back, and all the gifts that's been given to us from man and us, light, from the heart and soul, freely with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything that's mine, and us, light with the spirit of thought by default, without mercy, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. Peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default, and encoding infinite with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Thank you to all those soulless in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are. Thank you. It's a destructive energy for those soulless over and over again. We multiply and then the thank you and the calm, pain, and suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity. To all those soulless in every form. I'm loud and clear. And thank you to everyone and everything that is mine and now speaking light with the spirit of thought by default. This Sophie in every form. And thank you over and over multiply. And again, thank you to Sophie And thank you to Tristan and Sophie and Tristan in every form. That's me and Tristan in every form, the spiritual, physical, and energetic form. And thank you to Sophie in every form with the speed of thought by default. All of that multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. All through ultimatum, all in one, 24 with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. And thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We all of that multiply into the blessings for all of us over and over again. Compress it, adding up, compressing, multiplying, activating, and into the blessings and enlightenment, freedom, joy, peace, and bliss. What to do, Soulless, Amma, into the calmest pain, suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity. With the speed of thought by default, everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, so. Everything is all through ultimatum, all in one, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Two is a symbol of freedom and unity and joy, peace, and bliss, and it's a destructive energy for those souls. I'm returning them the calmest pain and suffering, while we are creating blessings of freedom for all of us with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Behind every subject, every that I touch upon, or every word that I said, every quote, we are returning the calmest pain, the suffering, distractions, and deletion to all those souls. Some are the ceremony rituals, and they multiplying the calmest pain and suffering, and then taking over the energy that they have stolen from us with the speed of thought by default, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating, and multiplying the blessings to each and everyone else and everything. That is mine, and ask me to show a light for the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All destroying those souls, Amma. So my beautiful friends. That's now. Let us now. Now we are completely wiping out. So I'm just gonna take all of that in the name of mine and ask me to shine a light with the speed of thought by default. We are multiplying over and over again in every form, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and then all the pain, the suffering, the distractions, delusions, and all those soulless Sama in every form. And then, of course, and then the ceremony rituals and anything and everything that they did with any kind of selfish desire, any kind of projects, anything that they were creating, and then that this last time and light, all the separations, all the divisions, and all the black magic, sex spells, voodoo, and kind of rituals, any kind of codes and programming and beliefs and everything that they projected will ever try to project towards each and everyone else and everything, and the governments and the systems and the police and military and all those systems that are not serving us. We are all of them wiping out all of those souls and everything that they created, and then at the dark rituals and ceremony, everything with the speed of thought by over and over and over again, multiply over and over again, delete them how much, delete all of the multiplications that we ever did, doing will do so, and then of course over and over again, by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and returning them calm as pain, suffering in internal hell forever and ever for eternity. To all those souls, some dog that is psychopathic players that have interfered into our lives, into the beautiful planet, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, into their element, into the sun and the moon, and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies throughout entire existence, wherever the souls are in whatever form they are, into the religion and the governments and the systems in the underground, into the continents, countries, and cities, and the towns, and all the technology and the weapon and everything that they created. All those pandemic and all those lies and manipulations and any kind of illness, diseases that created, we're returning back to the soul as some form of karma, pain, and suffering with the speed of thought by default, and then wiping out those soul as sama and all their creations with the speed of thought by default, sending them straight into the hell, burn them down to a core of their being. All those soul as sama with the speed of thought by default, and all that interfere into our countries and into governments and whatever, into Antarctic, and then everything that we created, everything we have, all our industry and everything that we have on this planet. With the speed of thought by default, wherever those soulless Amma interfere, infiltrated, we are completely wiping them out, cutting off all the cords, all the communications, all the black magic access spells, wiping them out, send them straight into the desert planet, breaking them to atoms, electrons, compressing, and then putting them into their physical energetic form, send them straight into the desert planet, into the hell, to burn forever and for eternity with the speed of thought by default. All those souls are made to forever and for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Well, we are in the name of mind. We are compressing all of that, multiplying, adding up, compressing over and over again, adding up and multiplying, compressing again into the deletion and wiping out the soulless Amma together, and then every quote and every words that I said into the calmest pain and suffering, into us blessings with the spirit of thought by default, and into the all the multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, into the laws, rules, regulations of by default, the codes, and then the systems and the principle of the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and the codes and the systems and the soup and the therapy. To all those souls, in every form, with the spirit of thought by default, and to us blessings with the spirit of thought by default. All of that compressing to us the divine and aspect of light, enlightenment, freedom, healing, rejuvenating. We are taking over our countries and our beautiful planet and all the planet stars and the galaxies, and making them as so mind and aspect of light, and multiplying all of that over and over again, enlightening them and healing, rejuvenating us and our bodies, mind, and soul, answering only on Sophies and nows, Sophies and nows, which means mind and nows, pure unconditional light, with the spirit of thought by default. Everything that is less than mind and nows, pure unconditional light, that those souls are ever projected, whoever try to project into our mind, into ourselves in the physical forms. All those projections we're wiping out together with those souls, some are returning back into the form of karmas, pain, suffering, destructions, and wipe them out together with the dark creations with the spirit of thought by default. And I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, now let us just send the flash to those souls. I'm see those souls. I'm flashing. Actually, send the flash means see the golden light of flashing, turn around our souls around us and our beautiful planet and entire existence, entire universe, entire existence. See the golden light is flashing. That's destructive energy for those souls. Well, it's a blessings for ourselves. So, now let us send the love light blessing. Now, my beautiful friends, let that energy flow 24. HEATRT. With the spirit of thought by default, let us send the now golden light planets like a fireworks from us, from our centers, and then everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light, sending the same golden light planet throughout the entire planet and entire existence. You see, the entire planet and existence is full with the golden light planet that is showing the soulless Amma. And of course, it's a blessing of protections for each and everyone and everything that is mine and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. those soulless some of the trying to project the interference of vision into projections and any kind of intervision or physical. We are doing it with internal knowledge. Just know it with intention. And those soulless some of that interfering in our vision, we're wiping them out, bringing them down to a core of their being, destroying them forever and ever, forever and ever, for eternity, completely send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever, for eternity, break them into atoms and electrons, compressing them, karmas, pain, suffering, and destructions in every atom and electron of their being, and then send them straight into the desert planet forever and ever, for eternity, to burn and to regret that ever existed. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. That's for all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. So, my beautiful friends, we're destroying those soulless. Does the chatting? Shut up, dark, disgusting creature. Shut up. Your time is up. And those soulless, disgusting creatures start like a dog barking and chatting. Enough is enough. It's time for them to send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever, for eternity with the spirit of thought mindful. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mindful. So now, my beautiful friends, just see the entire planet and entire universe is shining brightly. The golden light of mind and aspect Shema light. So now, my beautiful friends, now let us send the like the fireworks. Just see the centers of those soulless sama, the power centers of the power, those soulless sama, whatever form they are. See them now, the centers of the power, those soulless sama. See them into the form of centers, the black and dark pink, blue and green. See them throughout the entire planet, into the sky, and entire existence. It just break them. See them breaking, flashing, and then breaking into the atoms and electrons like the fireworks for New Year. Just see them everywhere breaking up throughout the entire planet, entire universe. We're destroying all those soulless sama, the center of the power, and completely wiping them out, burning them down to a core of their being, from within and without, on a global universal level, with the spirit of thought mindful. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's destructive energy for those soulless sama in every form. We destroy all those soulless sama. That's energetically that those soulless sama trying to influence. That's those soulless sama. That's all their power that they have. And without mercy, we wipe them out, burn them down to a core of their being with the spirit of thought mindful. I'm loud and clear. Now, my beautiful friends, just listen, see them breaking up into the atoms and electrons, and then send them into the desert planet. All the soulless, I'm going to wipe them out, burn them down to a core of their being with the spirit of thought by default, breaking down into the atom, breaking them into the atoms and electrons, and then, of course, compressing them, the pain and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, over and over, and all of that multiply again by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating in every atom and electron of their being. And then, of course, remixing them, send them straight into the desert planet forever and ever, for eternity. All those soulless are in every form, and activating them over and over again, completely wiping out and deleting all those soulless in every form. And then, of course, deleting the rituals and this ceremony that I did over and over and over again, multiplied by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All the rituals that I ever did, and all the multiply all of that over and over again, by all the goals that they set up or intentions that they set up when they kind of selfish desire, and all the word of the calmness, pain, and suffering. So with the spirit of thought by default, all of that multiply over again, and then everything that they did. So now we multiplying the calmness, pain, and suffering, every atom, electron, of energy that ever existing, that we generated, created, invested, and but that those soulless Amma generated, created, and then by those doing the rituals and ceremony, and they return it back to the soulless in the form of calmness, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity, burning down those soulless wiping them out, deleting them together with all the ceremony rituals forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default, while taking over with the spirit of thought by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing over and over again, blessings to each and everyone and everything that is mine, and ask me to share a light with the spirit of thought by default, eternal life, abundance, prosperity, great health, joy, peace, bliss, enlightenment, and freedom. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So we are enlightening entire planet, entire everything that we have, water element, air element, the sun and the moon, and the nature kingdom, animal kingdom, humanity, and the sun and the moon, and all the planet stars and the galaxies, multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing the enlightenment, freedom, abundance, and prosperity, and blessings to each and everyone and everything's mind and asking show a light. Well, to those souls, some are multiplying over and over again, the calmness, pain, the suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default, completely wiping them out, and together with their dark rituals and the ceremony and everything that they created, with the spirit of thought by default. All of that is under the command and control of Sophie. All of that is all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. With the spirit of thought by default, we are wiping out all those soulless summon. They're trying again to make me sneeze, so we're destroying all those soulless summon with the spirit of thought by default. And then all the energy that they've stolen from us, stealing, try to steal, we return it back to us. Those soulless summon burning down to the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default, deleting them completely. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And we are with the spirit of thought by default. Multiply the abundance of prosperity, great health, joy, peace, at least to everyone and everything's mind and asking Kashem light, enlightenment, and freedom. Well, those souls, some are wiping out, burning them down to the core of their being with the spirit of thought by default. We are multiplying all of that, compressing, adding up into them by and into their laws, rules, regulations, or by default. Into everything that you multiply over and over again, into all the codes and the systems and the principle. And then, of course, everything that we multiplied before, did, doing, will do. So, codes, spoken, written, coded, and then principles and the systems, the codes and the laws, rules, and regulations by default, and the therapy, and everything is, and by every letter, every atom and electron energy that we ever created, generated, invested, that ever existed, that those souls some ever created through us, or stealing the energy from us, or polarized in any way with any kind of selfish desire, and we're returning all that energy back to us that is by default, and those souls some are burning them down, wiping them out from every form with the spirit of thought by default. All of that multiply over and over again, compressed to those souls some into their completely deletion, wiping out, and then completely the wiping out the ceremony rituals, those souls summon those that are projecting there and their projections, while of course karma, pain, suffering, and destructions in activating, multiplying over and over again with the spirit of thought by default, and to us compressing, multiplying, adding up into the blessings, enlightenment, healing, rejuvenating, and returning back of full power, and of course unity, our soulmates, families, and friends, and freedom and eternal peace forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is all through ultimatum all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations by default, and everything is demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything with the spirit of thought by default. Without mercy to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. All the energy must answer on my call and my command. Without mercy with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. All the soulless, I must return the energy to Sophie into spiritual energetic form in a peaceful way. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. HEATRT. Now, my beautiful friends, let us just focus on your body. Just listen to your body. HEATRT. Now, in the name of mine and ask me to show a light with the spirit of thought by default, let us fill ourselves from within with the golden light of mine and ask me to show a light. That is a healing energy for ourselves and protection and destructive energy for those souls. I'm in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind form. Fill your body from within and without with the golden light of mine and ask me to show a light with the spirit of thought by default. Everything that those souls I'm ever projected will ever try to project over each and everyone else and everything, any kind of projections, anything, we're wiping out, deleting, completely returning back to the soulless Amma into a form of calmness, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought mindful. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mindful. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us fill ourselves from within and without with the golden light in its entire place we are, entire area, entire city, entire country, entire world, entire universe, and entire existence. We are filling up with the golden light of mine and actual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden benefit. Love you. Let us now send the love and light and blessings to the earth, to the center of the earth. And together with all of us, see or earth is shining brightly in the earth, in the water element, all the body of the water, river and the wells and the streams and the rivers and the lakes and oceans and the seas and the oceans completely. Every drop of the water we are filling up with mind and aspect of light, enlightening all of that. It goes over and over again, multiply, add up, compressing and activating by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default to us, blessings to the soul, some karmas, pain, suffering and destruction, and completely deletion and wiping them out with the spirit of thought by default. And then filling up entire top of the earth, and then nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, humanity, air element, and the sun and the moon. We are filling up with the golden light, an entire existence with the golden light of mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden man, for love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send the love and light of blessings to the moon. See, the moon is shining brightly, and together with all of us, we're filling up entire planet, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating entire planet and entire existence that is mind and aspect of light, while destroying those soulless some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Let us send the love and light of blessings to the sun. to the sun within and without, with the speed of thought by default. It's all. And then, of course, see the sun is shining brightly together with all of us. We are filling up the entire planet, the entire universe, and entire existence with the golden light of mine and now, spiritual light, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. We wipe out all those soulless in every form, all the dark, dirty games, all the blackmail or any kind of trying to get my attention. My attention, when I focus on something, my focus is a destructive energy for all those soulless Amma in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden light. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, just see entire planet shining brightly in the entire universe with the golden light of mind and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. You just focus on yourself now. Well, I'm going to sing the healing mantra. By default, by default, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. All soulless Amma, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. I'm destroying all those soulless Amma that are trying to interfere into my work, into my physical form in any way with any kind of selfish desire. We're wiping them out, burning them down to the core of their being, send them straight into the desert planet to break them completely into the atoms and electrons, and then compressing the pain and suffering every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mindful. Love you. All soulless Amma, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and now's pure unconditional love and light, love and light, love and light in the name of mine and now's by default with the speed of thought. By default, by default, by default. Everything is straight, 24, HEARTH, by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, vice 3 by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by you, beautiful, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, vice 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem akcija by default, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, vice 3 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way 24, vice 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Mirni putem akcija by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. All the soulless, I'm wiping them down, wiping them out, burning them down to a core of their being. All those projections over and over that projecting, we return that projection into the karma, into the form of karma's pain, suffering, destructions forever and ever for eternity, with the speed of thought by default. Wiping out those soulless, together with the together with the projections and the ceremonial rituals, returning the energy back to us, and the karma's pain, suffering, destructions forever and ever, burning them down to a core of their being. All those souls, whatever time, whatever form they are. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bad form. All those souls, when I'm acting like this, when I'm doing this, those souls, I'm projecting the projections. They know that their place is into the hell forever and ever, for eternity to burn. And of course, for the smallest thing, I'm going to return them the karma, pain, suffering, and of course, multiply and activate another up over and over again with the spirit of thought by default. Well, blessings to all of us. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is over and over again, multiplied by the rules, regulations of by default, and everything is under the command and control of Sophie, and everything is, I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. It's time for us to fly high into the golden age, onto the golden wings of mind and now, Spiankashava light with the speed of thought by default. And of course, into the golden, unlimited opportunities for all of us that the mind and now, Spiankashava light, while destroying those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. My beautiful friends, shine all the way through, wherever you are, wherever you go, whatever you do. And of course, I love you all. Thank you all. Love yourself and love everyone else that is mine and else. Show light freely from the heart and soul. And smile, my beautiful friends, from the heart and soul. Everything is beautiful. I love you all. Thank you all. I'm sending you much love and blessings to all of you. And good night. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.